today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're going to talk about a classic, the three-point sling. Now, three-point slings were all the rage in the 90s and the early 2000s, but they've kind of fallen from favor. There's a few people out there still like them, and as a matter of fact, somebody likes them so much, I'm doing this video at the request of one of the viewers. Three-point slings were kind of the beginning of the tactical sling. And when they came on board, they gave you some capabilities that you didn't really have with your conventional carrying strap type sling that, went to the bottom of the sling swivels on the rifles that were mounted at the rear of the butt, like this one is right here, and usually had one mounted up here under the front of the front sight post on an AR or on the forearm of any other rifle. And it was designed to be slung over your back while you're marching in formation. It was basically a carrying strap. As techniques involved with the modern rifle, slings and equipment involved too. And the first thing to come out of it was the three-point sling. And the way the three-point sling works is there's basically 3 points of contact. You, as you can see, me across my back here, 2 up here at the front, and 3 back here at the rear. 3 points. And there was a lot of material in these slings because the strap went all the way around you and then connected. And one of the reasons they fell from favor, well, there's 2 main reasons. The first one is they tangle really easy. This is a Blackhawk Storm sling. It doesn't tangle that bad. It's better than most, but a lot of them, oh my God, they can turn into some messes really easy. And just getting the things on and off of you was a challenge. The other thing they do is when you're aimed in tight, and the only thing, it gets in the way of operating the controls. It's in the way of your hand. So when you do a mag change or anything like that, unless you practice it a whole lot, making your mag change, hitting your bolt release and things like that was not particularly easy. This particular one, like I said, is the Blackhawk Storm Sling, and it had a lot of advanced features for a three-point sling. The first one being quick disconnect, so you could get out of it quickly. So that was one of the main things that really made this a popular sling, and kind of in the three-point sling era, kind of led the way. Another feature that made this top of the line was this buckle right here. It's not the quick release buckle that I just demonstrated. What this was, is if you were aimed in and firing, oh my God, I've got to change shoulders to engage around another side of the barrier. Just did that, and that freed up. And then you could take in and take your aim normally and switch back. And then you just had a looser sling, and when you were done, you just tightened it back up, clipped it back up. Obviously, you didn't do this under fire because it wasn't exactly the easiest thing to do. But it was a way to switch shoulders very easily. It made this type of sling very dynamic, and like I said, it made Blackhawk the leader of the field in the three-point sling category. As I said earlier, the Blackhawk Storm Sling was kind of the pinnacle of three-point sling development. Let's take a look at some of the features that made it so. The first one was it was adaptable to the rifles at the time, and it had this little loop on the front, and it was designed to go around the sling swivel on an M4 AR or any other type of rifle that had it in this position, not the side position like this one is. So it would wrap around that, and it had the very nice capability of stopping that swivel from flopping around and making noise. So that was a good thing. And also, it kept your sling in place because it didn't let it slide down, because no matter how tight you get this around your handguard, as you can see, it can slip. Another feature is, like I demonstrated here, the release buckle that allows you to extend the sling to switch sides. Then of course you had the quick release buckle. And then you had a way to thread it through a sling swivel at the back of the stock. I've lost the original attachment point for this one long ago, so I jury-rigged one here with another piece of Velcroed fabric, but it works just the same way as the original did. So all this begs the question, are three-point slings still viable in the modern day? Yes, if they were viable back in the 90s and 2000s, why wouldn't they be viable today? The fact is, though, technology has advanced and they've left this in the dust. Much the way that modern cars have left the old manual transmission pickup trucks of days yore in the dust. Modern vehicles with all their modern electronics and capabilities and they're way more capable in every aspect than their predecessors. And the same is true today. The modern 2-point adjustable slings, such as the VTAC or the Magpul MS1 series, way better, more utilitarian, more useful, and a whole lot easier to use and don't get as tangled as much. So technology advanced, leaving this in the dust. If you still run this system, you're fine. You will be fine. There's no reason to stop running it if you don't want to. We hope you found this blast from the past helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future videos on tactical gear.